everyone, how are you today? I'm coming on with a quick opinion video. I always have to delete these because people are so nasty, but I just had to give my quick opinion, okay? It's my opinion. And I want to know what you think too. Actually, it's more like questions. More like a question. But I just reviewed this e.l.f. Beauty Shield Antioxidant Enriched Skin Protection SPF 50 Primer. Check it out, okay? But anyway, let's talk. Let's talk about the James Charles Tati Westbrook issue, okay? But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I will appreciate it. Always will appreciate it. First of all, the people that are doing the countdown are really like cashing out right now, okay? They have the countdown of James Charles losing subs and Tati Westbrook gaining subs, along with themselves gaining subs, okay? I think that this thing has blown way out of proportion. I think that this is a matter, in my opinion, that should have been dealt with privately. You know, I think that when Tati came on, when James Charles did what he did, nobody probably even noticed it. And I think that at that point, she could have just, you know, on the back end, give him a call and say, how could you do this to me? Or she did say that he texted her prior or like after it went up or something, which is a bunch of crap. I think that was crazy. He should have at least had a conversation with her first. But first of all, wait, let me be clear. I'm not excusing anything James Charles does. I'm not a James Charles fan. I just try to be neutral and try to give a very neutral opinion about things because I see a lot of bandwagoning going on, and I can't sit here and pretend that I don't watch this stuff because I do. I'm on YouTube heavy. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, I'm just unproblematic and I don't watch this. I'm just going to do my reviews. Like, no, I see this stuff, okay? I'm a very honest person. I see this stuff. And sometimes I have opinions, but a lot of people in my world outside of my little channel, you know, they don't care, okay? So I come on and I talk to you guys about this stuff, and hopefully you don't get too nasty, all right? But again, I'm going to reiterate what James Charles did was wrong. I think what he's doing to, you know, as far as him, I'm not going to say he's a sexual predator because I'm not there. I don't know. But as far as him, you know, basically targeting straight men, even though I have an opinion about that too, is completely wrong, okay? Especially after they told you no one time, leave it alone, okay? But I have to say this, and I know that a lot of people are probably going to unsubscribe, or they're going to say, why did you even have to say anything? Or how dare you? But I think that Tati, at 37 years old, this young man being 19, as jacked up as what he did was jacked up, I really think the 43-minute video was a bit much, okay? I think that, you know, I feel that she stooped to his level. That's what I think, okay? He's 19 years old. He's doing immature kid stuff. And I feel like at 37 years old, I know the reason she did it was because people was speaking out in public and making videos like Gabriel Zamora, making these videos and saying like, oh girl, what are you talking about? It's just vitamins. No, it's not just vitamins. It's her life's work. It's something that she poured her heart and soul into. So how could you come on and minimize her hurt and her feelings? That was wrong. I think that was definitely wrong. But just like he had an opinion, everybody is, you know, can have an opinion, okay? You can't say that somebody can't have an opinion. Whether his opinion is fact or not, that's why it's called an opinion. So I just think that what I don't like, though, is that people are coming on and they are beating this thing with a hammer. Oh, James Charles. Oh, you're just so awful. Look at you trying to get straight guys. Look at you breaking Tati's heart. Like, oh my God, it's crazy. I just would love for it to die because I can't even go onto my home and watch other videos because everybody's talking about James Charles. And here I am talking about James Charles too. But I had to because that's all I've been seeing. But I will say this one thing about this situation. What happened to loyalty? In my opinion, they both broke code. James Charles broke code the moment that he decided to promote these vitamins, knowing that Tati, his best friend, almost like his mom, because he's 37. I will tell you right now, I am older than Tati, and I have a daughter that is 21 years old. So this man could be her son. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that it is really heartbreaking when your best friend, one of your best friends, closest friends, somebody that you poured so much into, that can almost be your son, your little brother, whatever, hurts you like that. That hurts. So I could understand her lashing out. I definitely understand it. But I think the first video she did was acceptable. I think that was it. Like, we know, girl, we feel your pain. But, and even some parts of that 43-minute video was like way understandable. Honestly, all of it was. I just think all of it did not have to be voiced in public. Okay. I just don't think it did need to be voiced in public. But, I just feel like they both broke code, because at the same time, me and my friend have a code. As long as I'm not out here dragging her and doing dirty things to her and just outwardly saying she's such a horrible person and things like that, and just being very disrespectful like that, I would never come out and tell people what I did for her. How could you do this with me? I made sure you made this amount of money. I made sure you had that in place. I did this and that for you. You didn't have no money. I bought you pants. I flew you out. I gave you opportunity, blah, 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 blah. She could have even been a little bit more vague about those things, because I just really didn't think that was right. If I have a best friend, a mother to me, somebody that's been there for me when I was broke, and then she comes out and tells all my business, when I didn't tell any of hers, I just did something wrong. I made a wrong move that was completely wrong. But for you to come out and tell everybody all my little business and confirming certain things that I already been beat up in the media about. I'm only 19 years old. That is no excuse. But and one thing I will say, hear me loud, people, before you start saying really screwed up things to me. I will say that I felt her pain. Like, I felt she was like, you know what? This is the straw that broke the camel's back, and I'm about to speak out, and I'm done with you, and I'm done with this whole situation. So I definitely get it. Trust me when I tell you, I get it. I just feel like both of them are wrong. I feel he was wrong for even starting this mess. And I feel she was wrong for dragging a bunch of stuff in there that was very personal information that nobody would have ever known if she would not have said it. You understand? I mean, nobody knew about the waitress. Now the waitress, nobody knew about the waitress except for the immediate group of people that were there. That could have been left right there. But for her to bring it out for millions of people to now sit here and drag this thing out. Now the waitress I saw this morning when I woke up, girl, because you know I opened my phone like a newspaper, and I started reading where Rich Lux came on, and he was showing what the waitress was saying. Was it Rich Lux? I'm sorry. Or was it the viewer's voice? I don't know. It was one of them, because those are the two that I watch most times. I watch the viewer's voice way more than I do Rich Lux these days, but I used to watch Rich Lux a lot back in the day. I like Rich Lux. But anyway, you know, I saw where the guy came on, and you can see he set up this thing and he did a video. First of all, here's my opinion on him. Honey, I'm not going to nobody's hotel room. First of all, I'm not reaching out to you. I already told you that I wasn't gay, okay? When they were in that restaurant, here's what I got from that. They were in that restaurant. Everybody was sitting around. James Charles was probably kikiing, and he's comfortable, remember? He's in his environment with his friends, okay? His friends. He probably tried to get with the waiter, like they said. Everybody admitted that. He tried to talk to the waiter, but then the waiter nobody was like, the waiter even said out his mouth, his staff was not allowing that to happen. But how did he feel? Okay. Then after his staff didn't allow that to happen, he came home. His sister told him, man, inbox him. That's James Charles, you know? I don't know her tone, and I don't know exactly what she said, but in my mind, that's what I'm thinking happened, right? So then he's like, you know what? Shit, I'm going to inbox him. And then he goes and he inboxes him. Why? James Charles was already out of the picture, like you said. Why did you inbox him if you was not curious, or if you didn't like him, or if you didn't want something, even if you were straight? Why would you inbox him? As a straight man, why would you inbox him? Why would you inbox him? That is the question that nobody's asking. Why would you initiate conversation with this man after the whole situation had died? Why? Okay. The other thing I got from what he said was, I saw the footage of Tati walking into that birthday party. I don't know if you guys caught this, but I saw the footage of her party. I thought it was so pretty. And because I like Tati Westbrook. But you know, she was so surprised. Oh my God, all my friends are here. But did you hear what the waiter said? He was like, Tati and James came in and set up the big table, so I knew they were coming. So that wasn't no surprise, girl. But anyway. Because, you know, they were saying how it was a big surprise. People came on that was at the party before she walked in and said it was this big surprise. But it was not a big surprise. She was already there fixing the table, like the waiter said. And this is why people need to just keep their mouths closed and just don't even involve themselves into things, because they start letting out clues and tea that we didn't ask for. Okay, go back and watch that video. Just like I'm doing, just talking. I'm just like, I'm not inserting myself, but I'm reacting. Okay, I'm reacting to all of this. But then, you know, James Charles, being the kid that he is, in my opinion, he is not bothered, which is so not cool. But he came on and did another apology with, you know, I guess he purposely messed up his hair, or I don't know if he purposely messed up his hair or not, but I'm gonna be honest, it looked like he purposely messed up his hair and was like trying to be dramatic to show that he was sorry, but everybody saw through it. And it just wasn't cool, you know, it was just not cool. But, you know, I just feel this thing is getting blown way out of proportion. Okay, and again, I'm not saying that Tati was wrong for even speaking out, but I will say that some of those details were better left unsaid to the public, because I feel like when you are friends, you know, you're gonna have a day where your friend does something to upset you, and you're gonna have a day where you feel betrayed by your friend, or whatever the case may be. You know, as long as you're not hurting anybody in mind, or, you know, downright being disrespectful, like he was trying to get with James or something, her husband, you know, that's when I would say, like, you don't break code like that. Like, girl, I done did all this stuff in front of you. You're my friend. You're supposed to be my friend. Like, I know I messed up, but damn, like, you aired me, girl. You told all my business, how much money I made, what I have, you know, what you did for me. Like, man, is that what you call a friend? Like, both of them, to me, broke the code. He broke the code. He's not a friend to her. And to me, I feel like for her to air all that stuff out, it just really makes me feel like, damn, you can't even like be comfortable with people, because as soon as they get upset, they're gonna air you out. They're gonna air you out. That's why you gotta learn something from this. Before you go, and I don't care how long you've known a person, which is so sad for me to say, because I have friends that, you know, they got the tea on me. They got the tea on Bordeaux Rose. But, you know, I feel comfortable because we've been in situations where I've done something wrong and did not realize how wrong it was, even as an adult, and they still did not air me out. Just like they've done something wrong to me too that I felt was disrespectful or that I didn't like, and I didn't air them out. You know what I mean? And yeah, I can't air anybody out on social media because I'm no one, but I could have went to our close friends, our close family, whatever, and aired them out, but I didn't do that. I probably got upset and vented about the situation. And I feel like that's what should have happened in that video, venting in about that situation, about the fact that he, you know, betrayed her and went with Sugar Bear. And I think it should have stayed there. And maybe even other things, if she wanted to talk about, like, you know, I've had my vitamins now for this amount of time and you only promoted it once and you did this and you did that. And then her showing the clips of her supporting him. I get all of that. All of that I understand. But just some things I felt was like breaking a code. It was like crossing that line. But I do understand her pain. Please understand, I do understand her pain. And I understand that people vent different. I completely understand it. But I think they both broke code, if you ask me. But yeah, you know. And Gabriel Zamora, I think he's just doing what anybody else does, you know, just getting on, defending his friend. And whether he's right or wrong, you know, who am I to say? I'm not in their circle. I have no idea. But this is just me from the outside looking in, me being an adult and thinking to myself, this boy is 19. He did something that was bad. This woman is 37 years old. And I felt like he's here and she's here because she's more mature. You know, she's more established. She's more, when I say established, I don't mean money. I mean, just established as a person. She's been around the block. This little man doesn't. He got money really quick. He got famed really quick. He has no idea what he's doing. And when he gets older, he's going to see how royally he screwed up, if he doesn't see it at all now. Because right now, people like that, they play the victim. You know, they're like, oh, how could you do this to me? Da, da, da. Well, buddy, you screwed up. You betrayed her, you know. But as an adult, I feel like, in my mind, Tati could have handled this a little bit better. You know, I just think it could have been handled a little bit better. And I know, like she said, she started it public. She wanted to finish it public. And honey, she did that, honey. Okay. Also, one more thing I want to touch on before I end this video. We have got to, as people from the outside looking in, we have got to stop going in and writing stuff. Like, we have got to stop jumping on bandwagons. And, you know, like, I hear a lot of people and I see a lot of people like, oh, James Charles, he been canceled. He this, he that, he blah, 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 blah. He definitely is. Like, I didn't even buy the James Charles palette. I thought about it. And I think I said in a video or two that maybe I might. But I didn't buy it. And I'm going to tell you why I didn't buy it. And I'm going to tell you something Tati didn't touch on that kind of makes me feel even like, come on, Tati. Like, all the stuff she talked about and said how he's a horrible person because of this and the money situation and him, you know, targeting single men and all this stuff. She never said anything about the racist comments and tweets that he did in the past while they were friends. Never. Okay. She didn't speak on that. And my whole thing is, you stayed friends with him through that for a long time. Now, she might have said something to him behind closed doors, like, James, you don't do that. That's inappropriate, blah, blah, blah. But in her 43-minute long video, she never, ever said anything about that, you know? So, again, hear me, people, before you start saying stupid stuff in the comments. She probably did say something to him behind closed doors, okay? But she aired everything else out except for the fact that he made these racist tweets, and not just against black people, because it's not just a black thing. He even said something about either a Mexican or an Indian or something like that, and it was very inappropriate, okay? And at that point is when I, in my mind, was like, look, like I told you guys before, I don't purchase items because of people. I purchase items because of items, okay? I purchase makeup because I want that makeup item. But if I do hear somebody being like outwardly inappropriate, I'm not gonna buy their stuff. Because what you're telling me when you're being outwardly inappropriate and racist or rude or whatever to me, and when I say me, I mean black people, it's let me know you don't care for my support. You don't even care if I support you. You don't care about me. So I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? So what do you think? Do you think that Tati stooped to his level? Do you think that she was justified for all the things that she was saying? Do you think, I definitely don't think James is justified in anything. He is wrong from top to bottom, sideways, flip round, smack it down. He's completely wrong. And I hope he learns from this. Tati is not wrong for what she said. I just think that there's a code that both of them broke. And James started it. But anyway, if any of my friends are watching this, like, you know what I'm saying? We can talk about this. Don't air me out. If I did something wrong, just call me, girl. Just call me. Don't be telling people what I did last summer. Don't be confirming to people things. Like, please don't do that to me. Call me, girl. Call me. Call my mama, somebody. Okay? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Positive vibes, even after all of that. Positive vibes. I just wanted to give my reaction, my opinion on the whole thing, you know, especially being a woman that is near Tati's age and me thinking like, how would I have handled that? You know, I would have been mad too. And I probably would have got on Instagram or whatever. And I probably would have did what she did. I probably would have cried and been like, man, how could you do this to me? Da, 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 da. But I ain't going to air my girl out though. I'm not going to air you out. I am not going to get on social media. I'm not going to tell all our deep, intimate secrets and conversations and what I've done for you. I will not do that. So anyway, have an amazing day. Let me know what you think. Please don't call me the N-word. Please don't call me bad things. Please don't do that. Let's talk like mature adults. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. And hopefully we all can get past this. Bye-bye.